Sexified, sexified. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I'm Selena. This is Kamal, and we are beyond in the city. I think I got that backwards.
Yeah, he got that backwards. He's Cookout, I'm Selena, and this is the city and beyond.
We wanted to tell you about all the fun that we had in North Carolina. We went to Wilmington. We spent a little bit of time in Greensboro, but not so much, and we spent a good amount of time in Charlotte.
So in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that we learned about Charlotte during our stay in North Carolina. So we ended up flying into Greensboro because it was a cheaper flight than flying directly into Charlotte. So always check around the area you want to go into, because we definitely saved money doing the Greensboro airport rather than in Charlotte for our trip, going and coming back home. It was only an hour and change from Charlotte, so that's another reason why we experienced that beautiful airport. Very small, but really cool.
One of the things you're going to notice if and when you go to Charlotte, North Carolina, is there are a lot of development on the rise. So this is a great time for buyers. There are plenty of places for you to go to, lots of houses and apartment complex popping up everywhere we went inside of Charlotte.
So as soon as we got to Charlotte, we had the amazing night with our friends and their neighbors, showing us the town of all the breweries in the downtown area.
Yeah.
We actually got the directions to get to the one brewery they were gonna meet us at, and then they said, if we can't find parking, park at another brewery. And we're like, is there a bunch of them? Oh, are there a bunch of them? It's kind of like bar hopping. And so it was awesome. Everyone's out for the night. I think it was a Saturday. So it was good times. And then we also went to a club or another pub club thing, and there was live music at a lot of the places we went to. It was a lot of fun that night, and they all had their own personalities, which was probably the best part about it. They weren't all the same at all.
Yeah, and some of them had I think it was the second one we went to, they had these custom pizzas, and then there was another one that we went to, and they had this crazy thing with the little bracelets where you got to choose which different beer that you wanted on tap. That was very, very cool. I kind of wish we had more of these out here. There was also, what was it? There was one that had, I think it was the first one that we went to. It had a nice art collective all over the place. It gave a great perspective. And then in the back, they actually had craft ciders, and if you didn't want to just have the beers. Rather than tell you what kind of beers they are, it'd probably be better if you just went out yourself and experienced it.
While we were in Charlotte, we're not going to say this is all the time, but definitely when we were in Charlotte, it randomly rained throughout the whole weekend.
So we were walking in the mall, and as you can clearly see, it was raining. And man, I wish I had footage of people running. You would swear there was a wicked witch of the west as soon as the water touched them. Everybody swore to God it was going to melt.
I would suggest, which just from my career of being in outreach and canvassing areas, always have an umbrella on you, because you never know when there's going to be hail, rain, whatever. Just have a small umbrella in your purse or even in your car, because if you could just get from your car to wherever you're going, that's pretty much all you need. It doesn't have to be a huge umbrella, but definitely keep one on hand, especially when you travel, because you never know, unless you're in the desert, like Las Vegas. So yeah.
When I was a kid, I lived in Florida for a couple of years, from 5 to 6, and one of the memories I always had that stuck out in my head was when it rained like that, to the point that I always referred to it as Florida rain, because I never saw it anywhere else. So when we were in Charlotte and I experienced it, I was like, oh, so maybe this is a southern thing. So I don't know where any of you guys are in the universe out there, but if it rains like that for you, and by what random rain we mean it's crazy torrential downpour,
and then all of a sudden,
and then it's all sunny all over again. So wherever you are, does that happen where you are? Just let us know.
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments, or hit us up on the Twitter or the gram.
Food was the next thing about Charlotte.
Yes.
I think if you don't think Charlotte has a unique food presence,
Culinary.
you culinary experience for you, you are definitely missing out.
Yes.
Because there are definitely a couple of places you need to try out. One being Cookout. So we are at Cookout.
Yeah.
Our first stop in North Carolina.
Come on and raise them.
I have to say the best thing we had at Cookout were the milkshakes.
Definitely the milkshakes.
If you, we eat vegan and vegetarian a lot, but we do eat meat.
Yes.
And I would say, well, in Charlotte, we definitely eat meat. Between the Cookout and barbecue, which we'll talk about in a second. But the milkshakes, if you are vegetarian, you can have it. Sorry, our vegan friends, but the milkshakes are definitely worth going there for. If you are lactose intolerant, I would say make sure you have lactate pills with you. I'm a little sensitive to milk a lot of the times, and sometimes Kamau is also, but the milkshakes were worth it.
The milkshakes have a great consistency.
Yes.
And you usually, well, I don't know how you locals do it because we don't have Cookout up these plates because we're Yankees.
we don't have them in these
We
pots.
don't have them around these pots. But we were eating them with the spoon, and then you try to have it with the straw, but I mean, the straw ain't gonna do you no good, man. You just gotta dig in with that spoon. And just so you know, even though we both got a cheesecake one, they have like, I want to say like hundreds of different flavors for you to try from.
It's not hundreds of them.
It's just, there's so many combinations.
lot.
There's a lot of combinations because
Yeah.
I'm sure that you can like mix and match on top of it. So
True.
there's a lot going on. A lot going on.
We'll be back.
Yes, absolutely.
Barbecue. So we also got barbecue while we were out there.
Yes.
And North Carolina has their own barbecue sauce. So you have to try their sauce. But the place that we went to was Jim and Nick's.
Jim and Nick's.
And it was really good. It was really good. I think that it exceeded our expectations
I'd
for
say
a
so.
barbecue in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't really hear about barbecue there. Did you?
I don't particularly hear it so often. Usually the big names for barbecue, no offense to anybody that's out there, is Texas, Memphis, Kansas City. Those are the big three that I typically hear about. I don't really hear. I mean, there are, I forget what's called, the Carolina golden sauce. You do hear about that, but to actually say that North Carolina or Charlotte is like a mecca of barbecue is not something that I particularly hear all the time, but I'm not big in the barbecue world for me to say one way or the other.
They definitely had southern cooking.
Yes.
So we had like mac and cheese, collard greens, and stuff like that.
And the biscuits.
Biscuits, of course. And then, you know, have your drinks. Have your bourbon, whiskey, whatever. And then the other place, if you've watched our West Palm Beach video,
You should have.
we went to this place called
First Watch.
And we love First Watch, and it's really clean, very fresh eating, and it was there. So we introduced our friends that moved down there. It took like an hour wait to get a table, and I'm really happy that they enjoyed it because we waited so long. It was not expected because when we first went to First Watch, it was like empty. It wasn't
really empty, but it was a very short wait.
Yeah, it was. I don't think we waited at all.
No, and
the first time we went,
and it was a high traffic area, so it's not like people didn't know about it.
So, but it was 4 of us. We had to wait, I think, about like a little over an hour or an hour. So
They had an app to keep you in queue, so you know how far you were.
So, and delicious. Love that place. Love it.
So clean, so awesome.
So yummy. Follow them on Instagram.
Tell them we sent you. We're not endorsed by them, but they're great all the same.
Yeah, we are not endorsed by them, but they're actually the ones that let us know that there were 2 new locations down there. So thanks.
We have a few more adventures coming in store, and in order for you to stay tuned, the number one thing you're going to have to do is subscribe.
Yes.
And if you dislike this place, or you want to recommend some places that we missed out on our North Carolina adventure, then leave us a comment. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and anything but Snapchat.
So give us a thumbs up if you liked this video, and subscribe to our channel if you want to stay tuned for our next few adventures. And we have, 3 more months?
We have 3 more months of travel.
Please let us know if you have any recommendations for next year, because we are putting together an itinerary. Our year of travel is coming to an end, but we still do travel a few times in a year, and we have a couple series that we want to get started on. So there's a little hush hush, but you know, a little sprinkle of a teaser in there.
It's a secret society. We have to trust.
And please join the City and Beyond tribe, community, whatever you want to call it.
Well, we had a lot of fun, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Bye.
Hello, world. My name is Commander Siddiqui, and I'll be showing you the wonderful world of the city and beyond. And beyond the city, you will find what we have to enjoy in New Jersey, in Manhattan, in Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, but not Staten Island because no one actually goes there. We'd rather adopt Long Island if we're being completely serious.